What is up, boyos? It is Water Buffalo Man here, and we're back for more Ark Survival Ascended on Astraeus. So, we have something really, really cool that I did not know about, that actually a couple of you guys have told me about in the comments of the Grand Tortuga Community Crunch the other day. So, where's the sauce near the base? Apparently, there is a mod right now called the Ports of Atlas, which would port over some Atlas creatures. If you don't know what Atlas is, Atlas was the sister game that Wildcard tried to make during some reason. I don't know why they tried to make it, but is a port. It's a whole nother Ark style game just based off pirates, kind of. It was probably during the era of like Sea of Thieves and whatnot. But either way, they added 3 creatures from that port. Actually, I think technically there's 5 creatures from that port into that mod, which ties into a little bit of the video I was talking about, the Grand Tortuga Community Crunch. The Grand Tortuga actually comes from Atlas to begin with. So I went out and added the Grand Tortuga, the Ports of Atlas mod to this game early. I don't know, I'm just prefacing this now early in the video. This is not the official Grand Tortuga and how to tame it. I don't know if this is going to be the way they do it. I don't know how they're going to do it. But this is just a little bit. I'm not going to keep this on the server because of that reason, because it might be counterintuitive. But right there is the Grand Tortuga. We're going to be taming a little bit of what they actually have from the mod in this video, from the Ports of Atlas. But I don't believe anything else is coming. But that's the Grand Tortuga right there. Tortugar, I'm sorry, Grand Tortugar. I had to spawn this one in because I could not get another one to spawn in at all. Which is really weird. I was able to get every other thing from the Ports of Atlas to spawn in, so I actually had to spawn this one in. This is kind of similar to what the one from the Community Crunch looks like, but it's not identical. So, like I said, I don't think this is going to be the exact same taming process. It's pretty close, but we're going to hopefully, I'm assuming it's pretty close, but we're just going to get it just to see how much this mod compares from the original Port of Atlas, from the original Atlas game, to the actual new one that's coming out in less than 11 days. So let's set up how to do this. So how you tame this one is similar to the Tropia Gnathis, for those of you that have played Crystal Isles before. Very, very similar to the Tropia Gnathis. Actually, almost identical. So what you need to do is you need to have a wood foundation down. I'm going to do it in this open, in this open field right about here. I think you need to have this down. Yep, you do. Can I rotate it? I need to make sure the bow is faced to the left. Like that. And then you have to load chain bolas into this. You mount the ballista turret. And I think you can use it. Yep, there we go. It is loaded with my chain bola. So you make chain bolas and ballista turrets both inside the smithy as well, by the way. So what you want to do, it's going to be really hard. I'm going to have to try to get this thing over towards it. So you have to passively tame it when it's trapped in the chain bola. So very, very similar to the Tropia Gnathis, and it also only takes exceptional kibble. These 2 other kibbles are for the other creatures that I'm going to tame, the Atlasuchus. Both, there's 2 different variants. I'll explain to those 2 when we get near it. I don't know, is this thing going to aggro to me? Are you aggressive? I don't believe so, so we're just going to pop you in the head real quick. Alright, it's not that fast on land. I mean, it's pretty quick, but it's not super fast on land. It is a lot faster in the water, so you kind of want to avoid going into the water if at all possible. You pretty much want to keep it on land if you can. Is that thing still coming? I'll just shoot it again real fast, just to make sure it remembers I'm here. You coming? Yep, there it is. So we're going to want to get it near us, and hopefully just chain bola this guy. I'm going to aim it a little high and fire. So you got to chain bola it and just sneak over. It can still bite at you while chain bola it as well, by the way. So you got to passively feed it while it's chain bola. 56%. Awesome. I do not have the saddle made for this, so this is a chain bola. It just wraps it up. That's all it really does. It's a pretty simple process. I don't know how long the chain bola lasts, so I'm hoping I can get another feed off here really quickly. Because if not, this is going to kind of suck. I only see 1 feed option. Oh, there it is. Boom. Grand Tortugar. Super simple, super easy. That is how you tame it. Let's pick up our trap here just in case we end up we find another one later on. Because these are not cheap, and I really kind of want to tame more of these. I actually wouldn't mind taming another one or two, and we may actually end up needing these for the actual Grand Tortugar down the line. So I think that'd be very interesting if we could actually tame one of them the proper way with that. I'm hoping it's similar to that. I truly am. If it's similar that way, that would be fantastic. I would have almost no complaints about the Grand Tortugar if that's the way you do it, which is honestly quite possible. You guys will probably see 2 videos today as well, because this one's kind of not a main series episode. It will be titled a main series episode, but it will not be tied into the series. We're not like doing something that's super progressive in the series. The video after this one will be. So that one is definitely going to be progressing in something in the series. There's another modded creature I added in that I've been saying I'm going to add in for a while, and I finally did. We're still working on breeding up the Rexes. I still have yet to get another 251 yet, which kind of sucks. I don't know what's taking it so long. My luck has just been absolutely atrocious. But, alright, let's run back in here really quickly. I don't need any exceptional kibble. I'm not going to keep it stored on me if I don't need to. We need to go to the smithy really quickly. And we need to craft Tortugar. It helps if I could spell. So, there's 2 different Tortugar saddles. There's the normal, which we're going to craft both. I'm going to lose them both, I get it, when I remove the mod, which, again, I'm not too worried about removing the mod and losing the creatures. Like I said, I'm not super, worried about that. It's just little bits of stuff. It's nothing fancy. Alright, so let's hop down here. I forgot I don't have my guy on my shoulder. I mean, I have my guy on my shoulder, but I don't have the right guy on my shoulder. I have my pyro. Alright, that is the Grand Tortugar. That is what it looks like. You need a saddle to ride it. So, let's put the normal saddle on it. That is what the normal saddle looks like, which is almost identical to the one in the Community Crunch. Open shell, boom, goes like that. You hop right inside. I don't know how to close shell. There's probably an option to close the shell, right? Is there an option to close the shell? Oh. Okay, that was weird. I'm pressing left trigger. Left trigger for me should be what closes the shell. Is it no? There we go. That was weird. That was really weird. I don't know what that does, why that does that, but all right. So the Grand Tortugar. I need to click off screen really quick to something else. So the Grand Tortugar, when tamed, and in this utility form, it, like the anglerfish, can harvest silica pearls with its primary attack. The Grand Tortugar mostly has utility in the way it protects its riders and up to 5 passengers. As long as the shells are closed, everyone sitting inside gets the following bonuses. 500 hypothermia insulation, which we have. All damage is negated, so we can't get physically hurt. Oxygen drain underwater is reduced by 10%. And similar to a stego, you cannot be stunned or forcefully dismounted. As well, you receive the same buff immunities as with a full set of hazard armor. So we would be immune to radiation with this thing in a radiation zone, which would be absolutely insane if that's the case. I have to open the shell to dismount, which that's actually really kind of cool, to be honest. Yeah, I don't know what's up with the shell thing and why it's being weird like that, but let's throw the platform saddle on it and see what that does. You can ride up top, so you could have a platform on it. I'm hoping that you can still ride inside it. Let's see how much damage this thing does. I gotta close the shell. Yeah, the shell is definitely bugged on this mod. I'm hoping the actual one won't be this bugged. But let's turn this thing around. It moves pretty quick. I like the, I really do like the idea of the platform on it. This thing can't hit anything. Yeah, well, I can't hit. That thing's way too high in the sky. There we go. That's coming down to the ground. 57 damage. Not terrible. 104. Yeah, I mean, again, this is only level 80, so this one's not a super strong leveled one. So I don't expect a whole lot of damage from it. The platform saddle's cool. Can you still ride inside the Tortuga? Ow. I took fall damage from that. Can you still ride inside the Tortuga with the platform on it? Hang on one second. I don't think it can hit that guy. Let me see. Let me pick this guy up real quick. Yeah, come after me. Excuse me, guys. Sorry about that. I'll lead it back towards base, and our thingies will take care of it. Alright, so let's throw that Tortugar back out. This thing looks really cool. I do like the way it looks. I'm wondering if you can ride inside the shell. I keep falling off and hurting myself. Open shell. Closed shell. Passenger seats. No, it just forces you onto the top. Okay. So, let me see something really quick. Swap these saddles out. Grand Tortugar platform saddle. Can I close the shell and then still ride it? No, you have to ride it inside it only. Okay, cool. Not a bad thing. Alright, so what we're going to do then is we're going to take this Grand Tortugar out, and we're actually going to go to the one spot that gives us a lot of silica pearls. There's a lot that comes with the Ports of Atlas mod as well. I'm going to put the link to it in the description below, so you guys can actually see what's part of this mod if you really want to add it. I'm not going to keep it, like I said. I just wanted to showcase for those of you that want to just see what the Grand Tortugar might be like ahead of time. You can. Like I said, I'm not going to keep this mod in at all. I'm not too worried about wasting a little bit of kibble here and there and just a little bit of resources because we're going to go get a bunch of silica pearls with this, so I kind of feel like it'll balance out. But there is another creature that I did add that I will be taming. Legitimately, once this video is done, we will be taming the other one because I have seen like an abundance of them on the map already, and they are... I've found really high levels, and I've actually found a really high level saddle already for one of them. So I'm definitely going to be taming that. And the other one we're going to be taming from this Atlas mod is actually to the right really quick, but we're going to go do this first. I wanted to showcase this aspect of the Tortugar first. So it harvests silica pearls, which is kind of interesting. I do like that. I really do like that. But it's very interesting that they have it do the same as the anglerfish when it's a little bit of a later game thing. I'm just not sure how strong this creature would be. I don't know. We'll have to see. I don't want to grab that red drop because that could have... Actually, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to grab the red drop. If it has something that is involved with the other mod, I'm going to cut this little section out because I don't want you guys to see this just yet because it's not supposed to be seen until next video. Literally, my next video is what's going to cover this other creature, so give me 1 second. Nope, we're good. Alright, it's just a Hydrovanta saddle. So that's kind of fine. The Hydrovanta saddle does not affect what my next video is going to be. Alright. So, but yeah, I'm kind of really excited and waiting for the Tropia Gnathis to come with Crystal Isles, because I've always liked those. So those are really cool. They're also planning on adding more creatures to this mod. The Ports of Atlas, they're planning on adding the Crush Claw, which is a crab, the Eutypes, which is a penguin, the I can't pronounce that, which is a marlin, a jackdaw, which is a crow, a leatherwing, an olfend, a razortooth, and a shieldhorn. So they're planning on adding quite a bit to this Ports of Atlas mod as time progresses. So this is definitely a mod to keep your eyes on if you are a Atlas enjoyer or if you enjoyed Atlas prior. This is definitely a mod to keep your eyes on. So let's hop in our Grand Tortugar. Yeah, see, I don't know. Like, I'm pulling up the controls right now, and I mean, it really doesn't have controls, to be honest. It really doesn't tell me anything on how to do really anything. So that's kind of weird. But I'm like trying to... Oh, there we go. I just had it. I think it... Yeah, I legitimately want to say it's bugged. But let's harvest a bunch of silica pearls with this thing. We don't want to run with it. We want to go slow. What can this thing harvest? Is this thing harvesting silica pearls? It is not harvesting anything right yet. Oh, yeah, it is. There it goes. It attacks kind of slow, I think. Maybe it's just... I don't know. It's really fast underwater. Like, that's kind of what's throwing it off. Is this little area is not good for this. An anglerfish would definitely be better for this. Which I'm definitely going to be getting an anglerfish at some point, so that's not a question. But it is definitely decreasing my oxygen at a low, low rate, which is kind of nice, because my oxygen is still pretty good. I've only got 150 oxygen, and we're pretty much losing nothing. I'm assuming it's going to have the ability to harvest other resources underwater. That's why they spoke about it in the way it did in the community crunch. It's a little chunky, though. It can't fit through this little corridor. But, I mean, still, with the fact that you could probably take this into the ocean right now in this variation and be perfectly fine if you get a high enough level one. But, yeah, so it can harvest silica pearls. Like I said, I'm probably not going to mess with this thing too much, other than just what I showcased right here. Can you harvest metal or anything? Can you do anything with metal? Nope. Okay. So that's still pretty cool. I enjoy the Grand Tortugar. Like I said, I'm probably going to mainly use the non-modded version when the actual one releases. Hopefully that'll be a little bit better. Not saying the mod is terrible. That's not what I'm getting at. What I'm saying is it seems like it's off. Something doesn't seem like it's not working right. Maybe it's just me. It could probably be just me. More than likely it's just me. But no, the mod is fantastic. If you want to see the Grand Tortugar earlier, want to get an idea of maybe what it's like, that's how you do one. So we are going to the next one after we get this red drop right here, which again, it'll be another one of those. I may have to cut the video for half a second, just so you guys don't see what this is, if this is something that involves the next creature we're going to get after this video is over. So give me half a second. All right, never mind. It does not affect that. We just got 2 Edmontonia saddles, so that's kind of perfect. One of them we can grind up, but the other creature we're going to get today is the Atlas-Suchus. The Atlas-Suchus. So that is a Atlas variation of the Sarcosuchus and the Deinosuchus. So it's a pack creature, more or less. So how you tame one of them is really easy. It actually also gets a pack bonus. Here, let me just read it to you. So, utility. When on its own, the Atlas-Suchus isn't special, but it shines through its special pack bonus. While the pack doesn't accept having none or multiple males, so having one male with multiple females in a fearsome group. The males usually are stronger, but in a full pack, it is females that should be feared. In addition, the male can buff his pack, boosting the stats of females even further. So, it gives you like a super buff by having one really strong male and a bunch of strong females. So that's kind of really cool with that. I do like that idea as an option. But where you find it is right around. Actually, is that one? Yeah, there's one right there. There's legitimately one right there. They're usually found in packs. But that is an Atlas-Suchus. It is level 90. That one is not one I'm looking for. Where are the female? There's usually a female nearby. But that is what an Atlas-Suchus looks like. They look insanely cool. Like, don't get me wrong. They look absolutely fire. But we want high-level ones. Also, funny thing, these creatures require 2 different types of kibble to tame. The males prefer superior kibble. Females prefer regular. That's why I have 2 forms of kibble on me. There's an Atlas-Suchus again. Just checking around to make sure nothing's coming near me. That is an Atlas-Suchus male. So we are going to be taming that one. That is a 145. These things have the normal tame method of just shooting them with darts and knocking them out. Very simple process. I don't know where the other one is. There's usually a female or a pack of them with them. These things also do have saddles. We did not bring any saddles with us because I didn't think that far ahead, honestly. I probably should have. But I also didn't think I'd find a 145 this quick. I knew that there were a couple low-level ones, but I did not know that there was a 145 right around here. So we're going to try to knock this bad boy out real quick. And while we're knocking him out and taming him up, we're going to try to go get a female if we can. I know I saw earlier a high-level female somewhere. I just need to find it. That is a Bronto. Oh, okay. There's another creature from the Atlas mod. I will definitely have to take a look at that in a second. I did not know that that would be right there. So let's knock that bad boy out real quick. I did not know that would be right there. I don't even know what that is. Ow. What's hitting me? Oh, it's a bug. Wipe that thing out real quick. Where did that thing go? What was that? Where did that go? Where did that go? Where did it go? Right there. Oh, I can't see its name. It's an ostrich. That is literally just straight up an ostrich. Okay. Interesting. But yeah, this is the Atlas-Suchus. Looks kind of dope, to be honest. Let's feed it some superior kibble. Let's give it 4. See what its percentage goes up by first. So that's looks really, really cool. Truthfully, that looks really cool. I'm gonna put you on passive so you don't accidentally attack anything that comes nearby us. What level are you? 95. Hang on 1 second. Let me reload this gun really fast. So we can double pump this guy real quick and get it taken care of. That did not do what I wanted to, because the first shot, half of them missed. Yeah, again, right there. The first shot, half of the... I hit the Bronto. I hit the damn Bronto somehow. How did I hit the Bronto? How did I hit the damn Bronto, dude? Like, I shot at the... Oh. Half a second there, you almost saw the creature that I'm taming in the next video. If you saw it, I'm going to be kind of irritated a little bit at myself for not paying attention around me. But that is the Atlasuchus male. Can you feed really quickly? I'm going to put it up to 6 kibble, just in case. While we're waiting, let's go find a female. Because like I said, I did see them around here. These ones I didn't have to spawn in because I saw an absolute abundance of these. Oh, there's another one, and a female right next to it. So there you go. That is a prime example of a male and a female. That is the male. That is the female. Completely different sizes. They're both really cool to have. Like I said, I may get a pack of these and just mess around with them. So I may keep the mod in for a couple more days, just so I can screw around with the Atlasuchuses and like just seeing how their pack works and just little things like that. But it's not going to be beyond like this week, especially with the other one coming, with the Grand Tortugar actually coming next week or 2 weeks from now. But yeah, I found there's a parrot as well, which is also a Atlas creature. But there's only 2 of them that I really wanted to showcase. The Atlasuchus and the Grand Tortugar, which I don't know where the other Atlasuchus went that I saw earlier. It wasn't these. I know for a fact it wasn't these 2, because it was a 145 female that I saw. It wasn't a male. That one behind me is a male, yes, but... I don't think they can dismount you. Yeah, that one's got a pack leader bonus. It did, and now it's dead. Let's see, how much damage are you getting? 7. You're not that great. I'm just trying to do the smash on top of it. Alright, does this give us a Sarco skin? Let's see, what do you give us? Normal hide. Meat. Did you drop a Sarco skin? Did you give me a Sarco skin? You did not give me a Sarco skin. Okay, so it does not give us Sarco skins at all. I didn't think it would. I really didn't, but I was hoping. I don't know why that Atlasuchus is not taming. Kind of really don't have an idea. Because that thing should be taming up right about now. It should be building up its taming. Because I have its kibble that it needs inside it. I don't know why it's not doing anything. That's very interesting. Well, let's leave that one there for a minute, and let's just go up this way a little ways, and see if we can find a high-level female Atlasuchus. Like I said, this could be bugged. Like, it's very highly possible that this could be bugged. Oh no, there we go. 30%. Okay, so I only needed 4 kibble, so I'm gonna have to go back and take 2 out of it here shortly. But that's its first feed, so hopefully it'll go quicker from here on out. Like I said, they spawn in packs, usually. I don't know how I lost that set that I saw earlier. Like I said, there was a 145 female with it. I don't know where that 145 went. Let me see. I did also get myself the gene scanner as well, by the way. I did that off screen so I could check. Atlasuchus is showing mine. Is there another one this way, maybe? It's showing mine that I knocked out. Let me explore around really fast, because I don't want to accidentally show you the other creature that I'm taming tomorrow, in tomorrow's video. So let me explore around and see if I can find one. I will bring you guys back when I actually find a high-level female. So give me a few minutes. Alright guys, we are back, and here is the 145 female. I found her with her husband, boyfriend, whatever. But I kind of took care of him real quick. He is in Dreamland now, so she does not have a boyfriend husband right now, but she will here shortly once I hook her up with my homie over there and put them on a little blind date together. So she's going to be going sleepy night, and then she will be going with him. Let's just say, ooh, it's an arranged marriage. Let's just put it that way. Sniped in the mouth. This should put you to sleep any second. You know what? I'll just make sure you go to sleep real quick. Down she goes. But that is the Atlasuchus female. As you can see, the size, like this is a perfect example of size difference between these two. Like, look at the male versus her. And she's going to take regular kibble. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 should be more than enough, because again, like I said, that one over there still is only up to 59%, so it's going to take 4 kibble at least to get both of them. They're not that far apart, actually. The reason I didn't see this one so well is because of the location. Like, it was tucked in this little cubby hole here. So let me keep my head down, and hopefully I don't see the creature that I'm going to be taming in the next video just yet, because I want to keep that a little bit of a secret. But if I find it and accidentally see it, it is what it is. But I do need to pull like 2 kibble from that one. So let me see. I don't see it anywhere. Let's keep my head down just in case. I did take out a Surratt though that was right there. I was trying to like box everything, so I took that out real quick. I'm gonna take 2 extra kibble off you, so you should be tamed up. But yeah. So let me go back to base really quick. I'll bring you guys with me. We'll head back to base real fast. We'll dump our inventory. And then we will come back, and hopefully these guys will be tamed. And if not, I will have to probably, I'm thinking maybe wrap the video up, because I feel like this has gone on pretty long. I keep muting it. I don't know, we're only at the 30-minute mark. We're not too long into it. I thought it'd be a little longer than that. It didn't take me long after I said I'll be right back to find that other Atlasuchus. They were, like I said, legitimately almost right next to each other, so it wasn't a huge problem. So it was kind of nice that I was able to find them pretty much back to back like that. That was kind of really cool. And they're both 145s, so like I said, I may end up breeding them up a little bit just to get a pack and see what they can do with like all May boosted and imprint bonus. But we'll see. I'm not fully sure yet. So we're gonna leave you right there. Leave you parked here. You, I need to move over a little bit. Yeah, you have a ton of fertilizer on you. Alright, let's head upstairs really quickly here. Because those guys are going to take a minute to tame. I don't know why my frames are acting up right now. I have no clue what's going on with that. So let's throw the kibble back in here. I shouldn't need any more. Tortugar saddle. Let's stuff all this stuff in here that we don't need. Chain bola, ballista turret. Okay, good. You guys can't see the other creature right now that I'm trying to tame tomorrow, so that's perfect. Let's keep it that way. Try to keep that as much of a secret as I can. Eagle-eyed viewers probably have seen little itsy-bitsy pieces of what I've got planned for tomorrow, but I really don't need that. I can just be throwing down there. But yeah, either way, stuff that in there. I guess we're just gonna stuff the Grand Tortugar in here, because like I said, I really don't plan on using that. That was just to show you guys you can get it if you want it now. It's completely plausible. But if you don't want it, you really don't want it. So, yeah, those guys are taming up. Atlasuchus. Craft that in your pocket, apparently. And there's only one of them. Yeah, there's only one saddle. Works on both of them. Pretty easy, pretty straightforward. So we'll actually craft one of them right now really fast. We're not going to use 2. We're just going to craft 1. I'm going to have to bring you guys back, because those things are taking absolutely ages to tame. I don't know why. Unless if maybe I can craft... Do I have any, like, tame helper or something I can do in here? Can I make 2 of these? I don't think it'll help that much. I don't think these food drain tonics actually do anything. In the times I've used them, I've never seen them actually help that much, but you know, it's always worth to try at least, because we can speed that process up. But yeah, I'll bring you guys back once they are fully... I keep forgetting I don't have my Drakeling. I'll bring you guys back when those things are tamed up, so give me a minute. Oh. Never mind. I'm not even going to say give me a minute because she tamed up. I literally went silent for not even 10 seconds, hopped on my guy, and she already tamed up. So she probably only needed one kibble, so she's probably just devouring the rest of the kibble I have inside her inventory, so we're going to have to go snag that from her really quick. Interesting. So she takes one kibble compared to the adult male, or well, both adult technically, they're not baby creatures yet, but to the male, she takes a lot less. Interesting. Interesting, a little tidbit there. That's very, very interesting. But, alright, let's grab her really quick. There is a normal Archelon. Like I said, this mod probably won't stay in the server too long. We're just going to grab her really quickly here. Hopefully you didn't eat all my kibble. You did not. You only ate the one. That's fantastic. Good job. Let's see. What did her stats come out to fully post-tame? 53 into health. She also doesn't have an oxygen stat, so that kind of makes sense. Let's keep our head down so we don't accidentally see anything. Did that Baryonyx get aggroed on me? I feel like it did. No, it did not. Okay, perfect. Oh, gotta keep my head down again. But alright, let's throw one of these inside here and food drain tonic. I don't think it actually does anything. Truthfully, I don't. Let's pick you up. That thing just like sighed there really loud. Alright, so this is the Atlasuchus female. I don't know if you can ride this thing. So you cannot ride the females. Okay, the females are too tiny. You cannot ride on them at all. As you can see, they look really cool. I like the spinal design with the fins and everything down it. I really do like that. That is very, very cool. I do appreciate the artwork on that one. The artwork, the design. I don't know why I said artwork. But yeah, I do appreciate that work. That does look really, really cool. But you cannot ride the female at all. They do have costumes for it, which is kind of dope. Something just sprinted by us at full speed. I don't know why that did that. But it's fine. How is your food going down? Not too fast. So we're going to do that again. Show buffs. Food drain buff. Okay, we doubled it up. So hopefully it'll drain fast enough that it'll eat. I think it's every 70 points that it goes down. Yeah, as you can see right there above it, it's got food drain tonic in it for about another 3.5, 4 minutes, which is kind of pretty good. But like I said, I've never really seen it do a whole lot. Sorry, I got a swig of my Gatorade. I've never seen it do a whole lot in terms of actually dropping its food down. But no, that is pretty cool. I do like the Atlasuchus. I feel like for those of you that are Atlas players and have enjoyed Atlas before, this would be pretty cool for you to have on certain maps. Like this would be perfect on this map actually, but I really don't. I don't know what else I could do with it, to be honest. With how, not necessarily restricting I play my series, but with how there we go. With how I handle my series, more or less, I don't want an abundance of modded creatures in it. But I also like the idea to have modded creatures in it. It's weird. So this one you can saddle up. Okay, so the saddle looks pretty cool in this one. 179, the male hits. What are your abilities? Oh, that's the pack boost. Okay, so it's hitting 67 damage with the pack boost. That's cool. Alright, let's go after this ostrich really quick. It moves kind of fast. Honestly, it really does. Oh, there's another one. Excuse me, guys. Sorry about that. I tried to cover, but it like coughed right towards the mic on accident. 179 is not terrible. Alright, what stats did you come out with? You came out with 50 into health, 44 into melee. You're not terrible. Like I said, the Atlasuchus is not a terrible creature. And it gets pack leader. Alright, let's hobble this way just a wee bit more. Gotta keep my head slightly down so I don't accidentally see what's up to the left that I did see we are going to be taming tomorrow. Alright, 119 we're hitting, because that's without the buff. Are you not following me, dude? I thought I whistled follow. Apparently I did not whistle follow to this thing. Nope, nope, it is. It's just stuck on an ostrich. Are you coming, or... What are you doing there, bud? Yeah, now you are. Okay, that was weird. Do you get a hydro buff or anything from being in the water? I don't think it does. I don't think this thing has many great abilities. Its swim mechanics kind of, or motion is kind of cool. I mean, if I can get to open ocean a little bit. There we go. Oh, never mind. Come on, get to open ocean. There we go. Yeah, the swim mechanic is really cool. I do like the way it looks. I don't know how much I would use this, though. Like I said, truthfully, I don't know how much I'd use it, because the Deinosuchus is honestly the best option out of all of the Sucuses. So yeah, no, that's pretty cool, but that's going to be it for the video, guys. I just wanted to showcase these few Atlas creatures that I saw that you can transfer over. That's one of you guys, like I said, brought up in the comments of the video. I thought that was really cool. I thought it'd be nice to showcase these things a little bit, just to give them their time in the light, because I did see this mod. It hasn't been downloaded a lot, so if you guys want to see the Grand Tortugar early, possibly, it might be changed, but you kind of can. And if you guys want to mess around with these Atlasucuses, you can as well. So thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys back here next time for more Ark Survival Ascended on Astraeus. See you guys then.